Candid frames break through the crowd. Light chasers, night gazers, exposure brilliant. Vahagraphy, the art of battle and resilient. Film or digital, doesn't matter the tool. Vahagraphy style, making pixels rule. Dynamic frames, capturing soul in sequence. Glow truck clicks, beyond earthly pretense. Vahagraphy, freeze moments in flight. Pixel levels, aiming for the sight. Flash pop, shutter drop, world in a blink. Memories inked in digital ink.
What's good, guys? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Bokehs live stream podcast every Thursday. All right. How's it going, guys? How is it going? Let's do some housekeeping first. The live stream podcast time slot is changing. If you noticed, we went 1 hour late today. And we are going from now on, instead of 9 a.m. Pacific time, we're going to do it 10 a.m. Pacific time. New time for Bokehs. Still Thursday mornings, but it's 1 hour later. I'm working out now, so just got to do my workouts every weekday. So by the time I'm done and showered and ready, it's 10 a.m. So another thing, guys, you can stream this on YouTube Music app, and also you can watch it and listen to it on YouTube. So how is it going, everybody? How's it going? Hey, what's going on? Nick, welcome to Bokehs. Well, today we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about used gear. Okay. We're going to talk about what to do, what not to do, what to look out for, how to spot a good deal, how to buy, how to sell. We're going to touch on a lot of that stuff today because I have a lot of experience with buying and selling used gear on my local market. I sold on eBay, but I sold to KEH and stuff like that, but I'd rather keep it local. I feel like I don't want to ship. I don't know what they're going to give me. KEH, they're middlemen, so they're going to lowball me. I'm in no hurry to sell usually, so it's like, okay, if I'm going to sell something, I'm going to list it at the right price. The right buyer is going to buy it. There's an ask for every. There's a saying in the car business. There's an ask for every seat. Well, there's a lens or a camera for every photographer, and doesn't matter how old your gear is, doesn't matter how new your gear is, there's always somebody that wants that gear that you have, and you just have to negotiate the price and, go for a safe and all transaction, which I do all the time. I have a lot of stories when it comes to selling gear. I have a lot of stories when it comes to buying gear. I've done a lot of it, and I know what to look out for. And today we are going to go over some of that, because it might be beneficial for you guys to check this out. You know what I mean? Like, you can make more money on your used gear if you sell to a local market. Now, there are some things that you need to, to keep in mind here. If you're in an area that's not really metropolitan, there's not a lot of people around, out in nowhere where there's no people for like 50 miles. I'm sure there's some of that, and you get that. I get that. It's easier just to like send to KEH, send to B&H, send to whoever, or ship. Fred Miranda, that's a pretty cool place. Go to your post office or whatever, FedEx, ship your stuff. But I've had bad experiences with shipping my gear. Let me tell you, I've had bad experiences. And one time I sold an item, shipped it cross country, and the item was perfect. The seller got it, said it didn't work. and back and forth. I'm streaming, it didn't work, so it was a headache. It was a headache. So I'd rather stick to my local market. If you're in a big city, LA, New York, Oklahoma City, San Francisco, whatever. If you're in a city where there's photographers, there's listings, there's people that buy stuff within 30 or 40-mile radius, that's fine. And also, I've actually drove. If I have a gig in a near city, and let's say I have a wedding in Las Vegas, a couple of days before, I like to go onto their Craigslist or their offer up. We look at who's selling what around Vegas. I'm going to be in the city. I'm going to check it out. There's no other opportunity to buy it because I'm not going to drive just by this. I'm going to be there for business. I'm going to be there for pleasure, and I'll buy it. Common sense. I do that sometimes, but let's see here. I don't think I've ever bought anything brand new except for the FTZ adapter I got from the mail. Yeah, I mean, it works, guys. I know there is some people that say, nope, I won't buy used. I want to have peace of mind. I want to have the warranty. I want to have everything. Sure. Sure, I get it. And I buy new all the time as well. But lately, I've been buying pre-owned gear, especially when it comes to the older stuff. You can't get, excuse me, get them new. You can't get them new. So you got to buy it. The F-mount lenses, you got to buy used. The D6 by the way, the D6 is officially discontinued. Sad moment. Sad moment. But yep, that's officially discontinued. And but you got to buy used. Even the new stuff, right, guys? Even the new stuff. You can buy. People change their mind. They don't want to take a 15% restocking or whatever the case. Can't return it some reason. They bought it. They use themselves maybe. I've seen cameras that are just launched on the used market. Now, scalpers, I have no respect for. I have no respect for scalp. If you're a scalper, if you're trying to make money off photographers buying a $9 for $12,000, that is ridiculous. You are a fool for buying that camera. I don't care how early you want it. I don't care how fast you want a Z9. You're not going to pay double the price or even more for it. You're a stupid fool. You got money to burn. Why don't you go out and just give that money away to homeless person that needs it? Instead of like making other idiots rich. I shouldn't call them idiots, they're smart, but that's just low in my opinion. The scalper market, they buy everything up. That's why nothing is available, and then jack up the prices. I have no respect. I've never done that. I've never paid over sticker for anything in my life. Anything in my life. Even cars. If a car is over sticker, I'm sorry, later, dude. I don't care how fast the AMG Mercedes is. I'm not going to pay $50,000 over sticker just to drive a G-Wagon. Actually, I wouldn't buy that car new anyway. I'd buy a year used to let somebody else take the depreciation and the markup. I'll drive it a 1 year used one. Anyway, so same thing with cameras, right? Same thing with cameras. But anyway, the Z9 I bought new. There's the lenses I bought new, but yeah, it's just ridiculous times what the scalpers do. Anyway, guys, hello in the comments. Wow, we got quite a few here. Albert in the chat. What's going on, Albert? Hello to all from Queens, New York. Hello, Albert. The drunk wedding photographer. What's going on? Mushy mushy. Mushy mushy. Only piece of equipment I have bought new was my Z9. And I woke up with like a bad eye. Ever wake up with like an eye that it's blurry, you can't see it, and in the morning you open your eye, it's like it feels like it's full of sand. Well, my left eye, I woke up like that today, and it's affecting my reading. It's like everything is blurry. Everything else was secondhand from reputable stores. Yeah, so you stick with stores. You don't buy them off like a private sale or anything like that. You go, there's benefits in buying private sale too. You don't have to tax. Let's see. Yeah, there's no return policy. That's fine. I mean, Y'all know I only buy secondhand. Gave Adorama a chance last week. Oh, you did, huh? They shipped my Leica lens in big ass box with no padding. Box arrived, folded and crushed. I ordered Adorama before. I ordered, what was it? It's something that I ordered. What was it? Oh yeah, I ordered like an Octobox from Autorama. They shipped me. First of all, it took forever to get here, and then they shipped me. They didn't ship me an Octobox. They shipped me a like, you know those things where you put on the softbox, the honeycomb. They just shipped me that. I'm like, what the hell, bro? Weird. Um, let's see. Oh, the Z mount 50 millimeter 1.4 I recently got. It was pre-owned, but came with everything, including the warranty card, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Sometimes you got good deals. I cannot do the sniff test with used gear. Hey, how's the internet, guys? Is it choppy or what? I'm getting like a little internet signal here on the left corner of my screen. How's the internet? Sniff test, huh, Mar? I don't know what that those camera gears have been, right? Sure you can, man. Just take a good whiff at it. um, I'd rather save money. That's basically it. But anyway, so here's what I do. Okay, this is my step. Okay, let's talk about buying gear first. First of all, the first thing I do if I'm interested in a piece of gear, I go on to the retail sites. I see what they're selling used, open box, B&H, open box, Arama. I see what they're going for at retail stores, just so I could gauge what kind of deal I'm after. Okay, just so I can gauge what kind of deal I can offer people. Then I go to my local Craigslist, my local OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, and I go to town. I see, first of all, if I see if there's this gear available anywhere within a 30-mile radius. I do not travel further than that. I don't think for me it's worth it unless I'm buying something like ridiculously expensive, and hard to find, maybe rare. I don't go past 30 miles. And sometimes I negotiate. I go, hey, man, a little more. Can you meet me in my town? Sometimes people deliver. Sometimes they want to meet halfway. So then, okay, let's say I find something. Let's say I find something that's, available. If at the right price. Well, first of all, let me talk about when you see something too good to be true, it probably is. Okay, if you see something online too good to be true, Marnie knows the story. I told it to him. I saw an R3 the other day. It was ridiculously priced. Local market, town. I emailed the seller. He mailed me back right away. And he goes, yeah, it's available. Cool. I'm like, well, when can I come check it out? As soon as they reply back with, well, I only ship and they're in the local market, you run away. Don't even continue the conversation. Don't even reply. This is a scam, guys. This is a total scam. As soon as they say I can't ship, I can't meet you, I only ship. Dude, we live in LA. What do you mean you can't meet me? Yeah, I only ship. And then if they say, oh, I'm scared of people, or I don't like to do transactions. Well, if you don't like to do transactions in person, why are you selling privately? And you just sell to B&H, sell to Autorama or Fred Miranda. Why are you putting it on a place where Craigslist, where people like to meet up, test their gear? So just end the conversation right then and there if they say they only ship and if they're in the local market. Okay, it's a scam. It's a scam, too good to be true price. So I like to offer, value. Now, some of you might have seen my recent short where I totally get a steal from a seller. I bought an 85 1.2Z lens for $1,400. So that purchase was by accident. Okay. That purchase was by accident. The seller, we did business together before. He knew me, I knew him. And I basically offered him, hey, you know what? You want to make this thing fast? Let me know and work out a number. Let me know what it is. And if it makes sense, I'll come get it. And we knew each other at this point. So he made an offer I couldn't refuse. I couldn't refuse that offer. So, but in all fairness, if I have the money, I like to offer fair prices. I'm not a lowballer by any stretch of the imagination. Sorry, I'm not a lowballer. I think that lowballing sucks and things of that nature. So, yeah, a lot goes into this. Okay, you got to be careful out there. If you're meeting somebody in person, meet at a public place, make sure it's the item is as described. Okay, if you're gonna buy something used, make sure the item is described. If you get there, you're in no obligation to buy it. Don't think, oh, you're gonna hurt someone's feelings. You know, he drove all the way to meet me. The gear is not as it's described. You're not in no obligation to buy this gear. Okay, you don't have to buy the gear. You know, you can turn it down. There's no pressure here. If you don't like something, if you see the gear is not as it's described, get out of the deal. So, same thing when you're selling. If they come in, that being said, if you're selling something and if the buyer comes and starts BSing you, you're in no pressure to sell them. You know, if they come and say, "Oh, you know, we talked on the phone, we agreed to $1,000, but now the buyer comes and is negotiating with me. He's saying, well, I only have 800, or you know, look at the scratch here, and it's no big deal. You don't think that scratch is worth $200 discount? Hey, you know what? Get lost. I don't have to sell it to you. Don't be in no pressure to sell, guys. You'll sell it to the next guy." So I'm gonna go ahead and this is a live stream. We're having fun here. I'm gonna go ahead and post the link to the chat. Anybody that wants to join, just make sure your audio is good, and we'll rock and roll. If you want to join the conversation, hang out, we'll talk about this. We'll hear some of your experiences with buying and selling gear. It's a good proposition. It's a good deal sometimes, guys. You save a lot of money, and sometimes it works out. And for me, it works out all the time, actually. I've never had gear fail on me. Never. The used stuff. So, even the used stuff. So, let's take a check on this. Let's see if you guys want to join. Like I said, this is a live stream, and then everybody's welcome here. Get caught up in some of these comments here. Where were we? I know Amar's comment about sniff test was the last one. Is that it? Ah, there it is. Private sales scare me because I am afraid of being scammed or mugged. Yeah. Again, you know, you pretty much can tell if this person is legit. Ask for references while you're on the phone. Ask if they have a website. Are they a photographer? What are they going to use this gear for? You can pretty much tell if you have an iPhone and they're using message. Yeah, you know that's their real number. You know, pretty much use common sense. Takes some getting used to. You know, so choppy video, good audio. I don't know what's going on with my internet connection these days, guys. In the morning here, I never have this issue. I don't know what's going on. It's a lot choppy, but doable. Okay. Choppy because you're using used gear. That's why. Amar, you funny guy over here. Funny guy. Let's see how funny you are. Join the chat. Not a lot of used gear in the past. You join the chat, bro. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah. Something's going on with my internet connection. I don't know what it is. Let's see here. I have to get in a meeting, but oh, you just want to say hello. Keep up the good work, man. All right. Have fun at your meeting. Yes, do not ever do shit from Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. I don't trust anybody. Sure, you could put insurance on the package, but you know what? I sell to somebody that I know, or if I meet them on YouTube, they've been commenting for a while. I've actually sold gear to viewers on my channel all the time. That's doable as well. So you can do that. Many people have sold. I even sold overseas to viewers on my channel. I know them. They know me. They know it's not a scam. Obviously, um, I have been taking photos for 20 years, and I have all the valuable Nikon bodies and all the valuable Nikon lenses, plus a few lenses from Tokina, Tamron, Sigma, Zeiss, and Voigtlander. All right, Love Travel. Welcome to the live stream. That's awesome. Pretty good. 20 years, that's a lot of experience. Next time you should do the live stream while you're walking. You can send some calories with the folks that are joining. Mad day, huh? Yeah, I don't know about holding the phone up that long, man. I'll clear my head when I'm doing exercise. And by the way, guys, yesterday's video about my last journey, I feel good, man. I feel really good. It's been a week, a little over a week, and I feel great. Night and day. Wish I would have kept and started sooner. I don't know what my problem was, but I'm glad that I started. I'm glad that I'm on my way, and I'm not gonna stop. So, um, I like the comments you guys leave me, but I'm a little torn because I think YouTube is destroying me when it comes to my channel. Uploading videos that have nothing to do with your channel topic kind of kills the algorithm. But at the same time, I know how important this thing is for me and for other people. So I'm kind of torn. I might change it a little bit every Wednesday. I might do a photography video. I don't know. I'm a little torn. I have to really think about what I'm going to do because I think the algorithm is kicking my ass big time. It's getting worse and worse, but I have to think about what I'm going to do with that. But anyway, it's good. It's going great. I hope you guys are doing great as well. If I ever wanted to go mirrorless, I'll go to a company that has been mirrorless since the beginning, between Fuji medium format and Leica SLC. Yeah, I mean, whatever works for you, Travel. Whatever works for you. Whatever makes you happy. I mean, Nikon's done mirrorless. They kind of stopped with the V1s and the J1s. I wouldn't count that. I don't know. That was a fun camera, but that's where it stops with me. But the Z6 and Z7s in 2018 were pretty much where Nikon got real serious with it. So, and they're doing good. I mean, talk to anybody that has Nikon Canons. They're happy with their mirrorless cameras. But yeah, you do whatever's fun for you and great for you. Fuji's great. Leica, of course. eBay and Amazon have refunds for used items that you can return if they aren't advertised as described. Yeah, eBay's kind of they've done a little bit of changes and made it a little more safer and better for the buyer. But there are sites out there. There are scammers, man. Scammers are getting very, very smart these days, man. They know all the angles. There's a scam out there where somebody was telling me where you send the money to PayPal, or no, they send you the money if you're a seller. They send you the money, and then somehow they cancel the transaction. The item is way on its way to you. Somehow they cancel the transaction if they're doing family and friends, and you get screwed. I mean, these scammers are smart these days. You just gotta watch out, guys. That's all. You gotta watch out for the scam. Like I said, I want to be able to. First of all, I want to be able to check out the item. I want to be able to test it. I want to be able to look at it, hold it in my hand before I hold, hand over the money. Luckily, in my area, there's a lot of creatives. There's a lot of people buying and selling, so I have no shortage of people selling stuff. Lately, it's been a little light when it comes to Z mount stuff, but in general, LA is pretty good when it comes to used in secondhand private party. LA's been pretty good. So anyone is dumping their old, outdated DSLRs, message me. Would love to talk and see what we can do to help you out. Get the junk in your hand. I look at it. I look at it this way. Your junk is my gold. See, I don't know if Amar's being serious right now, but first of all, Amar, you sound like a scammer from India. Got you back, right? But but no, he buys gear. Do you know how to contact Amar? Camera Sutra 247. Wait a minute, you're TikTok now, right? You change the channel, you change the name of your channel so much, we don't even know what to call you anymore. Amar TikToks, 247 media groups. I buy used DSLR.com. It's funny. I think I'll join just making sure my cam and audio works. Yeah, Nick, go for it. Join the chat. Join the chat, buddy. Here's the link. King Crook, time for some bargains. Yeah, man, there's some bargains out there. Man, I was so happy with the bargain I got, and it worked out. Wow. I could easily sell that 8512 for. I can make $600-700 right now. Right now. Champagne Sumo. Hello. Matthew Card. Hey, you joined, right? I remember you joining. Yeah, I always look what the URL is in the links and in the email before clicking. And here's another tip for you guys. If you're interested in buying used, is there a way for you to contact there and talk on the phone? That's very important, guys. I know some people just say they have no time for it. That might be the case, but make time. Talk on the phone. Get a sense of who this person is. FaceTime. If you see they're using an iPhone, hey, do you mind if I FaceTime you just to like confirm you're real? And can you just hand into the item I want to buy? Because I want to know if you really have this item. I want to look at the condition. Try to FaceTime, the person buying or selling. That works really good. Just so you know, it's real. It's not a scam. There was a thing going where people would they'd have fun doing it. Where you ask them to meet you somewhere, they wouldn't even show up. They would do it like they think it's a joke or something. There's pranksters out there too. So there's a lot of scammers out there. So be careful. I usually buy and sell. Yeah, locally. Yeah, locally is cool. Roberts used to. Roberts used site is great, and their let's say MPB and KH and BNH and so on. Yeah, no, I know. Matt Card in the house. I just bought a Nikon 300 PF from Roberts. Used side they are great. Yeah, man. I want to get my hands on that 300 PF. I want one. I'm gonna buy one. I think for the size, thing rocks. How do you like it, Matthew? For that size and the weight. I mean, the size of that thing looks like a 24 to 7. That's pretty cool. 300 f4. Use it on my DSLRs. I heard it's a pretty good, pretty nice. I am not real. I am Memorex. Yeah. So yeah, guys. I mean, there's deals to be had. Yeah, and also be patient. Be patient. Not you don't need to be in a rush to sell your gear. You know, or buy. You're always gonna have that gear available. The old saying, quote unquote. Oh man, I'm not gonna get this deal ever again. I gotta buy now. I'm gonna lose out. Fear of missing out, right? Fear of missing out. Yeah, I don't have that fear of missing out. All right, let's welcome Nick live. What's going on, Nick?
Hello, hello. Hopefully
Welcome to
my
Vahagraphy
audio.
Live.
Hey, thank you for having me. Yeah, hopefully
Yeah,
my audio is working.
yeah, it's working great.
Awesome.
Where are you
Yeah,
from, bro?
I'm actually from Canada,
Wow,
Toronto, but I
nice.
currently living here in Japan right now.
You're living in Japan.
Yes.
Wow, that's cool. How long you been in Japan?
Over 2 years now.
How do you like it?
It's pretty nice out here. I don't live in the city though. I live like somewhere in the countryside, a little bit in the
Ah,
out. So but it's like an hour away from, like, if I take the train, it takes me an hour to get to Tokyo. So yeah.
so you have no shortage of used gear, huh? You probably have a lot of listings there. Japan, come on, right?
Oh, of
Am I
course,
right?
yeah. I every single, like, maybe once a week, I just go online and see what they have there.
Ah, it's
So
amazing. Never been, but I want to go. That's on my bucket list for sure.
uh-huh. Oh, it's
So,
wonderful out here. So yeah, definitely at least once.
so what do you
Yeah.
shoot? I mean, what do you do? Are you a professional? Are you a hobbyist?
Um, to be honest, I just started doing this like last year around September. And ever since I started doing, you know, photo shoots at events, like, I was like, okay, I think I like this. So yeah, I've been gearing up with new stuff. I've
So
actually
you just,
uh, sorry,
I was
yeah,
gonna say, you just started your photography journey. You're
yes,
wow, that's
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
That's
and
nice.
yeah, like I was looking up on YouTube, and then, like, your video was like one in like recommendations. So I'm like, okay, let me check this guy out. And yeah, because
Ah,
I started with Nikon too, right? Like, I borrowed, actually, my first event that I went to, I borrowed my workplace camera. It was a D5000, like the DSLR, uh, like APS-C, and
yeah.
it came with a kit lens and all that. So I started shooting with it, and I was like, you know what, I kind of like this. So I bought myself a D3100, uh, and this lens right here I have here, like the 35. I don't know if you can see it. Right here. Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
okay, cool.
35. Yeah, this is like one of my first prime lenses that I bought, and
Nice.
yeah,
So you're in this like 7 months now.
for about 7 months
September, you
now.
said.
Yeah,
How do you like
September.
it? And by the way, which video did you find? Which video did you find from me?
I think it was a video you were complaining about someone. I forgot. Yeah, yeah,
Jared Poland?
probably. I just forgot. I just forgot. But you were complaining about someone. I was like, okay, this guy uh is interesting. And then I looked through your catalog, and it's like, oh, you're actually a Nikon guy, and like you're doing
Yeah.
reviews and all that. So okay, I'm gonna follow this guy.
Awesome, dude. Nick.
Yeah,
No, no, no. Good to have you, man. Good to have you.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their journey. Everybody has, what they do in photography. But also, you obviously maybe you'd have a day job, right? Like this is a side
Yes,
thing,
I
or is
do.
just oh,
I have a full-time job here. Like, I
oh,
work in a
nice.
school. So,
Oh, nice,
yeah,
nice. So, how often do you dabble in photography? Like how often do you actually go out and shoot?
like almost every week.
Nice.
Like,
You enjoy it, huh?
yeah, I do. I did went to a event. It's like, I don't know if you know the term, like, cosplay. Are you familiar with the term?
Yeah. Is that
Yeah.
where you put on makeup and you like pretend you're somebody?
Yes, yes. So you dress up as like characters from like cartoons or movies and stuff like
Yeah.
that, right? So I actually went one like recently, like last Monday, and I took like I don't know over 800 photos. A lot of them was like because I do burst shots just to get like the correct like focus and all that. But it took me like over 800 shots with a single battery, and it's still like I don't know. People are saying like the battery on like the Z camera, this is pretty lower than it's not as big as like the older cameras. But in my experience,
Um
like I can easily take 1,000 shots in one battery. It's like
so wait a
I
minute,
don't know.
what are you using right now? You're using the what camera is your primary camera?
My primary camera right now is the Z50.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is that you're using the reason is because your screen is always like the sensor is always working.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
yeah, you get that drainage more often than from a versus a DSLR.
Mhm.
That's why. But I mean, there are things where you can like shut it off after like a minute if you're not doing
Yeah.
anything.
So like
Yeah.
on
Set
standby
it.
mode, like I would just set it to like maybe like 10 seconds if I'm not using it.
That's cool,
So
man. No, I like the fact that you're all into photography, but you have like you still shoot DX. That's awesome. You know.
yes, yes.
Uh,
I do have a full frame camera. It's in my room, but it's a D610,
oh,
and
the 610. Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, yeah.
That's
But
cool.
I
You
only
know.
use it like sparingly, like maybe when I'm out, like in during the night or something. Because that camera, like even with a high ISO, is really good. So
Yeah, D610 full frame. That's a pretty good camera. They had an
yeah,
oil issue on the 600. I think they
yes, that's what
corrected
I
that
heard.
on 610. But yeah, man. Well, welcome to the community, bro. Like we're here. I guess I like to consider myself, one from Nikon community. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I use Nikon. That's what I talk about,
Uh
And
huh.
I just love Nikon. I mean, I use Nikon. My first Nikon was an F3, and then I bought all of them. And I've had Nikons, except for like the I don't think I've ever owned like the DX like 6,000, 7,000, 3,500. Like I've never bought into those systems.
Hmm.
I've always bought into like either it was the D200, the D300, and then it
Yeah.
was the D2Xs, the D2, the D3s, and all so on. So, but now I do mirrorless. I love mirrorless. The Z50 is a great camera. You have the version 1 or the 2?
The Z50 is the first one.
The first one. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I got it
Gets the
used.
job done,
So
bro.
yeah,
If it gets the job done, that's all
yeah,
that matters, man. That's all
exactly.
that
Yeah,
matters. I mean, so you do events and just you shoot like a hobby too, right? Like you go out and you shoot out and about.
yeah, I
Is it
do.
but you
Uh-huh.
do paid work with events?
So I did, to be honest, I did like maybe like twice like paid shoots
Oh,
because
okay, okay.
someone wants to be like, hey, I'm doing in this location. You want to like help me with taking shoots? I'm like, sure, I'll go with you and take shoots of you. And then she just like gave me like an envelope with money, and like after I'm like, oh, really? I was expecting her to pay me because I just want to take shoots. So I'm like, no, no, it's here. It's like, okay,
You got
thanks.
paid, bro. You got paid doing what you like. Photography. Hey, you see, you can make money with photography, you know?
Yeah,
It changes
yeah,
things though, no? If you're
it
getting
does.
paid, it
Yeah.
changes things. The is
No,
gone.
I've
And
actually, I've yeah. So I actually set that money to buy my this used this one the 50.
is that the 1.8?
No, this is the
No.
50 1.4.
Oh, is that? Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, like there.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
How's that thing?
So it's not very sharp wide open. I mean, it's
Hmm.
still sharp, but it's not like critically like like the 1.8s or the 1.2s. But it's still sharp, and I just like the colors on it, and you know the bokeh on it
Yeah.
is like, oh, so good.
Oh
So
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's cool, man. I used to own the
Yeah.
51.8. That was a really good
Uh-huh.
lens for the money. Man, that thing is killer. How much is that one
Uh-huh.
for right now? It's about the same price, right?
About the same price. I think in
Not too
US
cheap.
dollars is probably like $400, three
Yeah.
fifty, 400, something like that.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's a really good lens. The 1.8 was phenomenal, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so hey guys, if you want to join, the link is right there, you know. Let's have a party this morning. So how's the weather in
Yeah.
Japan?
It's getting warmer. It's like I don't know in Fahrenheit, but it's like 21, 22 degrees Celsius.
Hey, you guys
So
have a lot of earthquakes, so don't you?
yeah, we do.
I- Is it like
We just had one recently. It's a small shock, but it's like a few days ago. But I was
wow?
sleeping, so I didn't really notice it. So
Yeah. Do you miss Canada?
yeah. Eh,
No.
well, actually, yeah, I'm actually going back to Canada in a few weeks, like less than 2 weeks actually. Uh,
Oh,
for
nice.
a wedding that I'm attending. It's my brother's wedding, so
Ah,
I'm gonna take some shots there.
that's
So,
cool. Are you the photographer or are you just a guest with
so
the camera?
So I told my brother, I asked my brother if he has any photographers, and he's like, no, it's gonna be a small, small wedding. We're just gonna
Oh, so
do
you're
the
the
route.
you're the official
So
photographer.
I'm like, okay, fine, I'll be your photographer. And I told him it's like I'm gonna rent some gear from there. Like I'm gonna probably rent out like a 85 1.2. And then he's like, okay, I'll cover you for the rentals and all the stuff that you need. I'm like, okay, all right.
Ah, yeah. So you're called the Uncle Bob at the wedding, but actually there's no photographer. So
Yeah.
right, so
Well,
you're the
yes,
official photographer.
I guess. Well, it's gonna be technically gonna be my first time doing a wedding photography if that's the case. So we'll see what happens.
Well, don't be drunk like the drunk wedding photographer.
Just give me some whiskey, I'm good. Yeah.
No, just have fun with it. Don't be nervous. Yeah, it's your brother. You said
Yeah, it's my brother. Yeah,
your
my
brother,
younger
so it's
brother.
like
Yeah.
yeah, so he can't get mad at you or
Nah.
boss you around. So it's gonna be like a cool relative wedding.
Yeah.
You'll probably like it, and you probably want to do more weddings after that. After you see the shots, you
Uh
probably
huh.
think like, okay, I could do this, and this is easy. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding, but it's different. Like when you're there to shoot a wedding and you have client,
Hmm.
a lot of responsibilities. You know, you have to get the shots. They
Yeah.
want professional work. You know, but hey, that's a good chance to see how you feel. You know how it feels to be a wedding photographer, kind of.
Hmm. Yeah. That's why I always in my head is like, yeah, I've got to build my portfolio if I'm gonna go that route. So
What's your favorite thing that you like shooting? Like, what's your favorite kind of subject?
just just people really. I'm more of a
People.
portrait kind of guy. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, me too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like shooting people. You know, not
Uh,
literally, but like with a
yeah.
camera.
Yeah. Yeah. Can take that out of context now, can we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't. YouTube's already giving me enough problems.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like I said, this is a really big community, and if you ever need advice, help, tips, we're always here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Willing to
I'll
help,
definitely ask. Yeah.
and not just me, other people that have platforms, bigger platforms than even mine. Like we love doing this. This is what
Hmm.
we do. We have fun. I think this is like a hobby of mine. I don't really like make no money on this, but
Yeah.
I treat it like a hobby, something to do. I'd rather do this than go and gamble, yeah.
Yeah.
Or do something else, go to a horse race or something. I don't know. I'd rather talk
Yeah.
about something subject that I like talking about. And we don't know all the answers. Obviously, I'm not experienced with using that cameras that much, the DX line and the
Hmm.
No, I've had the Z50. I had your camera. I've reviewed your camera.
Yeah.
I've owned it for some time. The only thing I don't like about the Z50 is the screen. I don't like it where you could
Yeah,
actually flip it down.
yeah, it's not a flippy screen. The Z52 has that though. So
The
that's
Z52. Yeah,
yeah.
they definitely did a number on that Z52. Let me tell you. They
Hmm.
really did something good for that. Yeah, the price kind of went up a little,
Yeah.
but you're gonna have to. I mean, you get what you pay for,
Yeah,
obviously.
exactly. Yeah.
Right? You get what you pay for. But what I was saying was, like everybody good at different things. Like I'm really good at like event photography, portraits. I'm not, and I don't want to be that good at the technical side, like how neurons, protons, morons.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't care
Yeah.
about that stuff. A camera can have this amazing like specs on paper, but can
Hmm.
shoot like crap. I mean, I've had like friend of mine bought a camera and he was like reading about it and he's saying, "Oh, this is the best. It's got this, that, this, and that." I went and shot with it. I'm like, this is really not. I'm getting the results that I'm after here.
Yeah.
So I think that people like emphasize too much on the body and they don't really think about the glass that much. The glass is
Mhm.
the most important. Like the glass, have glass, then have a shitty then a shitty body, like a good body. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I was being told like, yeah, it's just date your bodies but marry your lenses.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
mean, you buy one and that's it. You buy one, you can pretty much use it from here on out. Buy really good lenses.
Mhm.
It's an investment, I think.
It
So
is, yeah. I'm actually thinking about getting the 35 112. So that's gonna be a
oh
lot of money,
man.
but it's gonna look
Yeah.
great. Because I've actually in Japan, like they actually in the big malls, they actually have like lenses on display, which you can actually bring your camera to try them out. So I actually tried them all the Z lenses that they were displaying on, and I was like, man, the one twos are so good. I'm like, I have to,
Wow.
yeah.
That is so cool. Like over here at the malls, we just get clothes. I mean, there's nothing else at malls. Here
Wow.
in clothes, shoes, whatever.
I
And for me,
should I
that's
should
pretty.
like yeah, I should take a picture and share with you like like how they display their lenses and you can actually try them on. So
Yeah, no, here, like I said, it's pretty boring for me. But like, if I go to a mall and I see cameras and stuff, like imagine that's really
uh-huh.
cool. And this is in Tokyo, you're saying?
Yeah, it's Tokyo, yeah.
Man, have you been to the Nikon headquarters,
No,
the
not
museum,
yet. I actually don't know where exactly where that is.
the
I've
Nikon
always like
museum?
let me look it up. Hold on.
Yeah, no,
Icon.
that's really, man. I'd love to go, man. For sure, I'm gonna go. Number one, because I love to check things out in Japan. I love the
Uh-huh.
culture, the food, the food in Japan, man. I can't wait. But the cameras, the lenses.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, where are they
So
located?
so it's in Shinagawa, which is in Tokyo. Uh
Okay.
yeah, so like it's probably gonna take about an hour or so from my place if I go there. So yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah.
So yeah, you should check it out. But as far as like 3512,
Yeah.
you yeah, it is costs a lot of money, but
Hmm.
know that you're getting like amazing glass. All right. Um on your body, that's a 50 mil focal length,
Yeah, it's
right?
it's around 50 mil, yeah.
So 50 mil focal length. Have you thought about getting like a full frame eventually? Oh, you have one, but it's an f
Well, I
mount. But
do
like,
the 610. But
yeah,
for
the
the Z bodies, I'm looking at the 5.2 actually.
yeah, no, that's a
Yeah.
great full frame entry level camera, man.
Hmm.
What since we started talking about used gear, what's your honest opinion on like buying a body used? Because I know that you can actually go out on and buy like the original Z6 or
Hmm.
even the Z7 or Z7 II for a good price right now. You can
Yes.
find good deals on them. What's your take on that? Would you take a chance on that?
Well, if you're starting out, I'd say it's worth it, especially if you know, like you got to do a little bit of research on where you're getting your used stuff from, right? Like in my case, like there's in Japan, there's a place called Mercari. It's an online uh s- place store where people sell used gear, like used stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it's usually like the trust you know is really there, so like I trust the seller to be able to ship them with no problems. But
Oh,
in like America or Canada, yeah, that's a little bit of iffy, so I would literally just suggest just to meet up with people and to meet up the seller and test out their gear right on the spot.
that's what I do. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I do. I'm okay with it. I've had good luck with it,
Hmm.
Look, I can pretty much tell if you're the real deal, like on the phone. Like,
Oh
I can
yeah.
pretty much tell. Like, hey, do you have a website? Hey, let me check out your work. Like, what do you shoot?
Uh-huh.
And then I asked the seller, I go, or the seller, like, or the I ask him, um, why are you switching systems? Like, I want to see what they say. You know what I mean? Like, if they don't know what they're talking about as far as photography goes. And the biggest red flag to me is when somebody comes and says, "Oh, I'm selling it for a friend." That's bullshit. You know?
Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody gave you the camera to sell. Why didn't they sell it themselves? It's so stupid. I don't know about
Yeah.
it. They just told me to sell it. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, if they're giving excuses like that, it's like, yeah, it's a red flag.
That's big time red flag.
Yeah.
So, are gone like photos for six. A lot of the are gone like Photo Plus. Oh, Photo Plus is gone, Matthew. I don't know the expos. Roberts used Roberts used Photo Pro. Roberts used Photo Pro is great and great prices and come with 1 year warranty. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I have this take where I'm very patient with gear. I don't need to buy it right away, and I don't need to sell it right away.
Hmm.
So that's an advantage to have. But there are people that to sell right away. Like they're just like impatient. And that's where you can really like get good deals. You know? I mean, you know, what people like to say, oh, you ripped that guy off or whatever. No, he offered the price. He offered it to
Hmm.
me, so I didn't rip anybody off. I mean, so anyway,
Yeah, it's if you guys came to an agreement, I don't think that's a really much of a rip off, unless you don't know the what you're buying into, and the seller can like take advantage of that. But it's usually
yeah.
like the buyer needs to do their research before buying into it.
So what's your just want to ask because you're new to photography, and it's
Hmm.
interesting to talk to beginners and what they think and what how they think about things. Um, what's your biggest challenge you'd say for photography? Like, what's something that you need to improve on? Like, you find that it's a little challenging.
Every single time I go out to take to to do that, like every single time, like there's something, I wouldn't say it's something wrong, but something that I noticed, like, oh, I need to improve on this, I need to change something like that, next time I do it, right? So it's a constant like trial and error.
Yeah.
um but I think because of that, like every single time I look through the photos, like doing post process and all that, like every single time I think I've gotten better each time. So
But what's that
um
one thing that like? What's the one thing that says shit? I really need work on. Like, this is my weakness. Like, If you were to
Hmm.
pinpoint one thing,
The one thing that makes me like, I guess it's just, I don't know. Like for me, I'm always motivated whenever I heard that there's a event going on. But I think it's the motivation just to go out, like to do
oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever
I
feel like when
mhm.
you're shooting in public, do you ever feel shy or like, do you ever feel like,
No,
oh,
I actually
you don't
don't.
have
No,
that where
no.
you're pointing it at people, and I think
Like
it's a
I, that's like,
Japan thing.
yeah, that's like because I know it's like, well, the thing is, I'm a foreigner, right? In living in Japan, so I do to get that pass. Like, oh, it's like if I just take photos of random people, and people will be like, oh, he's just a foreigner, like just a tourist taking pictures, whatever, right? Which is well, it's kind of true, but at the same time, like I can get away with it. So
Yeah, foreigner with like a yeah, that's fine. But some people they have this fear of like, oh, they're gonna get mad. You're pointing the
mhm,
camera at them and like, don't take my picture. Like here, bro, like I'll say right in LA, like people need to relax here.
yeah,
Okay. They're so uptight. Like I was filming something for my channel on the street. I was on the street. I was in the neighborhood, but I was on the street.
mhm,
I wasn't pointing the camera at their house. I wasn't doing anything like that. A peaceful street. As soon as these people see a camera and a tripod, something happens to them. I don't know what it is. Either they're like so curious to find out what it is, like what's going on here. Is there some news or some celebrity or something
uh-huh.
happened? Or they're like, hey, what are you doing here, man? Like, what are you taking pictures of? I had a guy tell me, like, what are you taking picture? I'm like, what do you care? I'm on a public sidewalk. I'm not pointing the camera at you or your
Yeah.
house. So basically just give them attitude back. Like, dude, they're crazy here. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's just nuts. I've never experienced that level of like afraid of their own shadows. Their people are so afraid of their own shadows
Mhm.
these days in LA. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, and then when they see a camera, they get all weird. Like, oh my god, like what's going
It's
on
like
here?
it's like they've never seen a camera before.
They never seen a camera. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You must be
Yeah.
doing something bad here. It's I'm thinking maybe they're thinking I'm an inspector. Like
Or one of the paparazzi guys.
no, like I'm inspecting their house. Like they haven't paid their taxes or something, or I'm
Uh-huh.
you know what I mean? I'm following them or something like that. A PI, private investigator.
Uh-huh.
Matthew, yeah, Matthew, but I doubt it, bro. Like, what are the chances of somebody selling Z62? Somebody giving them the camera to sell. I mean, yeah, you've sold others people, but 99.9% of the time it's a scam. All right. Because
Yeah.
people with cameras, they're kind of computer savvy. So they need computers that they'll sell it themselves. So it's all BS. Oh, I don't want to meet up. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Hey, by the way, what time is it in Japan right now?
It's all like almost 3 a.m. here.
3 a.m.
Yeah.
What are you doing up, bro?
Okay, to be honest, I was actually okay after work. I came home, right? But I slept
Uh,
for like 4 or 5 hours. Like I was tired for
yeah.
that some reason. So I woke up and then it was like already like almost 12 midnight. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just stay up for a bit.
Let me stay up. Let
And
me log on to YouTube. Let
yeah,
me see what's going on. Let me
yeah.
search Nikon. What are some of the other channels you like watching
uh, well,
on
I
YouTube?
do watch Jared Pro for a
Jared
bit.
Poland. Chronos
Yeah,
Photo.
yeah, a bit of him.
He's cool.
This Australian guy, he does Nikon stuff too.
Which
Uh,
Matt? There's two Matts.
I th- I think it's hold
Matt
on.
Granger or Matt Irwin?
I think it's Matt Irwin. I think that guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Matt Irwin. Yeah.
yeah,
Good day, y'all. How's it going today?
yeah, yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that's good. He does really good content.
yeah.
Makes really good content.
He
You
does.
know,
And also Casey from Camera Conspiracies. He's also from
Casey.
yeah. He's also from
You know,
Toronto, which is pretty
yeah, I know. You know, I had a thing with him, right? Like I had a beef with him. Like we
uh-huh.
beefed. Were you aware of that?
I don't think so, no. But yeah.
So I made a
Uh,
video about him.
uh-huh.
He made a video about me. It's saying, "Who is this guy, man?" He's like, because I told him, like, you're just a comedian, bro. Like, you're a funny guy. You're a comedian, and he took offense to that. So basically, what happened was he reviewed the 85-1.2 Nikon,
uh-huh.
and I disagree with his conclusion. You know, I said
Uh-huh.
you're using the lens wrong, buddy. You know, and so I made a video on him,
Yeah.
and I guess he saw it and made a video about it, and then it was fine. It was we went back and forth there. Anyway,
Yeah. I mean, he's all about that 3D pop, right? And I don't think he
yeah,
was using that 85-1.2 the way like the way how
nah, nah,
he
yeah,
would.
yeah, you're right. I mean, like I said, 3D pop can mean different things to different people, right? Like
Yeah.
3D pop. I mean, I think for me, 3D pop is when the subject is coming out isolated and it's like looks 3D.
Yeah.
But for others, it can mean micro contrast, right?
Hmm.
So it's a definition for different people. I might have I think I took it the wrong way, maybe. I don't know, but he took it the wrong way. I'm a comedian. He didn't like it. So, but you are a comedian. I mean, you obviously have a passion for photography,
Hmm.
video, and he's actually quite good. But he's also funny, which is
Yeah.
a rarity, you know. So it's good. It's entertainment, you know. So who else do you
Yeah.
watch? Northrop's? Do you watch the Northrop's?
I don't think so. No.
Chelsea, the gray haired guy. That's
Hmm.
because he doesn't do Nikon.
Yeah. Probably the why I haven't heard about him yet. So.
Yeah. Nah, man, YouTube is a good thing, man. So many events have banned cameras. It's funny. One event I saw said no camera with lens larger than 6 inches. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Leave us alone. You know, leave photographers alone.
Hmm.
Leave photographers alone. I don't like restrictions. I don't like. Oh, you can't bring this camera, but the guy with this iPhone is okay. Like, how does that even make sense? Like, how does that make sense? I can't shoot with a small little camera, but the guy with an iPhone can shoot. You know, places
Oh,
like
yeah.
Disneyland or something like that was like that. I forgot where. Not
Okay.
Disneyland, but
That's the funny this funny thing, like an event that actually prompted me to start doing photo shoots, right? Doing photography was I was at an event, a live event, and the performer was like, "Oh, we're doing a photo sessions," and like people who brought their cameras, like their actual like DSLRs or mirrorless, can take photos, right? But people with phones cannot. I'm like, huh, okay, that's
yeah,
interesting. So maybe because they
only
don't
in
want like
Japan.
people with their phones to record stuff, right? So
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like, oh, people with actual like digit like cameras can take photos here. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess the next event I'll try to bring a camera. So
Yeah, definitely, man. Well, just keep going, Nick. What can I tell you? Like, just motivation and the love of photography
mhm,
is where it's at. I mean, if you like it, especially at the wedding, you're gonna like the pictures and you're gonna get more into it. And it's a fun thing to be into. You know, it's
yeah,
a fun thing to be into. It's fun. Photography is means a lot to a lot of people. And then you can log on and talk to us crazy people online. You know,
yeah.
like all of us here, we're all friends. So, all
Well,
right, I think what time is it? 11:04. Right. Finally, on this show, we're on time because usually sometimes I go
yeah,
over,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
like to keep it an hour.
Yeah, sounds fair.
But I
Yeah,
like this.
1 hour's long enough.
Yeah, I like this open format, you know, where I get to meet different people. Like now, Like I know who Nick Andrews is, in the Nikon community, right?
Yeah, I actually do have another channel. Like you've actually commented on some of my comments. Is I'm actually I go for like I go with the name Saber Nico. If you
Oh
remember,
yeah.
yeah, that's
Okay.
me. That's like
How you
that's
doing,
one.
bro?
That's
Nice to
yeah,
meet you.
yeah. So it's like it's on my phone, right? Like on my account, like I would comment on my phone. That's the name that I would use, and then on my computer here is like the my other account. So
Yeah, dude, we've chatted a lot in the past. What's up, man?
yeah,
Good to meet
yeah,
you.
yeah.
And I
Well, there you
I
go.
think I think I think you've been on live some other time on another channel or no? This is your first time?
It's my first time being on live here, but I did comment on like did in the chat a few
No, no, in the
times.
chat, yes, but like
Yeah,
being live,
being
actual
live
live,
now.
like this is your first time.
Yeah,
Well, high five, bro. Now you feel comfortable doing the second time and the third time. It's to build a community here. Like this podcast is live right now, but
mm-hmm.
I want it to be like more active. Like in the future, it's just it's growing. It's taking some time, but it's growing. Now you can come in anytime and we can have a discussion with many people and be a hangout sometimes and it's fun. It's fun to like meet people and see who actually watches your stuff, who's actually commenting. Now I see I have a face to the name,
Yeah.
so it's good. Darth, what's up? Yeah, I was almost booted from a game for having a 24 to 120 and a DSLR. The security person excuse was the camera looks pro. Yeah. I said a cell phone looks professional and makes movies. Yeah, I mean the cell phone these days, what it is, man. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
What does that have to do with anything? Like it's a camera. Like
I think here in America we have more of these bullshit rules
uh-huh.
than you guys. I mean, than other people in other countries. I'm guessing. Like
There.
here we have these,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
we have these stupid little things that just don't make sense.
Uh, well, there are a lot of places here in Japan too where you can't take photos like outright. Like just says no photos. Like doesn't matter if you're using a phone or like a DSLR mirrorless. It's just flat out no photos. But but it's usually like pretty linear when it comes to that. Like if you're
Yeah, but
allowed
if
to
I'm
take
at a
photo,
public location, right? Like if I'm
mhm,
at a park, a city park, which I had problems with, okay?
yeah,
I'm paying taxes, okay? I'm a resident of the city, and if I'm at a city park, I don't want somebody to come and say you need a permit to shoot here. What permit?
yeah,
This is a public city park. I can bring my camera. Oh, but you're doing commercial stuff or you're doing, no photo shoots here.
like how
Like,
would they
well,
know?
like, yeah, she's dressed up. Maybe that's
Yeah,
why. Like, I'm having somebody dressed up. You know what I mean?
uh-huh,
But I mean, it could be my cousin. She just wants pictures. Like, what's your
yeah,
problem, right? Oh no, you do. I think the thing is that they want money on the permits too, right? I mean, the city is
hmm,
just they want to make money every which way they can. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. The other thing is like they bring up the excuse like you're putting people in danger, like with your flash or like some stupid thing.
yeah,
They can trip on your tripod. Like, what the
uh-huh.
fuck? I don't know,
That
man.
also that one time like you was like I remember you were in like you had your tripod on and then a camera and then like some you were trying to take a photo of like some train or something and then like this security guy or whatever police or whatever came up to you and were like yeah you're not allowed to do it because you're on the tripod but hand holding is okay. I'm like what kind of like
Yes, yes, it was the Metro. Yeah, I remember that. I was
yeah
doing a review for the 24 to 70Z.
uh-huh
Yeah,
yeah it
they
was
came and
I
they
think it was
kicked
that
me
one
out.
yeah. I'm
I'm
like
like, well,
just
yeah.
because you're using a tripod and what I'm like
I'm like, dude,
whatever.
you should see the Metro and you should see the Metro system in Japan, man. Get out of here.
Oh,
Hey, one thing I like about that country, man, they got their high speed rail, right?
hmm they're
It's pretty
bullet
dope.
trains. Yeah,
They don't.
very
You don't
fast.
even. You don't even need. Do you need a car?
Not really. No, I don't need a car to get
Public
to.
transportation is
Yeah,
good, right?
yeah, it
There.
is really good and like reliable. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It's been getting bad over the years. Yeah, I know. Don't give an advance deposit for gear online. Yeah. No. Hell no. Never. Never give any money until you see it and you want to buy it. I'm not giving nothing. That's the one thing about buying it like that. I mean, I don't know what I'm getting. I don't know what
hmm
I'm getting. What if I want to return? And that's one thing that people buy new because they want to return, they can return it, right? Like
yeah,
if I go out and buy something privately, hey, by the way, this is last sale. You can't if it breaks next week, you can't come back to me and say it stopped working. So it's
yeah,
you know what? It's a risk that people take. It's a risk buying used, but does the risk outweigh the reward? The reward is a big discount
yeah,
sometimes, right? Like if I'm gonna buy like the 85 I just bought, the short I made, right? I bought
yeah,
that thing for half the price, literally half, but even more if you count taxes. But I'm taking a risk. What's the risk? Obviously, like I don't know, I can get it repaired if it breaks because it's a USA lens, but I can't return it. Or if something goes bad, I don't know where this lens has been, but the lens is like in mint condition. But anyway, um, for me, the risk outweighs the reward outweighs the risk. I'll take the
mhm,
risk. Um, but I don't know. Some people they just want to buy new. That's fine, you know. So
yeah. Well, yeah,
and most places have banned tripods, and almost all events and museums don't even allow camera bags being allowed. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Back in the day, it was different. Oh, that's all I gotta say. People are just getting crazier and crazier these days, and it's ruining it for these crazy people are ruining it for normal people. I'll tell you. They go to these museums, they start spray painting art. Like, dude, like, what are you doing? These
yeah,
protesters. Moritz, hey, forgot to write you. My D3S arrived and it's fantastic. My D3X arrived and it's fantastic. Thanks for your help. Greetings from Germany. Congratulations, bro. See, Moritz, he bought a D3X. He saw my video on that and he bought
hmm
one. He took a chance, he bought
nice.
one and he loved it. Moritz,
Uh,
congratulations, bro. I'm glad it worked out for you, man. Have
Yeah,
fun with that camera.
yeah. Example of
Um,
rewards outweigh the risks.
yeah, you're taking a chance. I
Yeah,
mean, I'll take a chance. We take a
hmm
chance on a lot of things in life. Like
yeah,
sometimes I go to casinos, I play slot machines. I'm taking a chance. Like I'm not
yeah,
gonna win anything, but I'm taking a chance on maybe
yeah,
winning something huge. And if I
yeah,
win something huge, you know what I'm gonna do? This first thing I do is
yeah,
drive down to my local camera shop.
yeah.
No, instead of blowing it on like other stupid things. So many events on venues. No, I have a really strict bag. Yeah, we read this already. Anyway, congratulations, Maurice and Nick Saber,
Yeah, Saber Nico, or just call me
Saber
Nick.
Nico.
Yeah,
Where you from originally, man?
Canada. I was born in
No,
Canada.
I know, but what like,
Oh, so my
like I
parents.
know you're not
Okay,
native. Yeah.
yeah. So my parents. I'm half actually. So my dad is from Romania, and
Ah.
yeah, and my mom's from the Philippines. So I'm half Asian. So
Oh wow, what a
yeah,
combination.
yeah.
You speak Romanian?
Only understand a bit, just a bit.
Ah.
Yeah, but I couldn't really get into the language. So, well, I moved here, and also like my father passed away like a while back, so don't know any other Romanians out there to speak. So yeah. Um,
Romania was in the news lately, right? Andrew
was
Tate.
it though? Andrew? Oh yeah, that. Yeah, well, that and how the elections is really something there in Romania, but
Andrew effing Tate.
yeah.
Hey, you know what? Andrew Tate. I mean, look, let me tell you something about Andrew Tate. I don't know if you like him or
Uh-huh.
not, but uh I have mixed feelings about the guy. He is on one hand, he says a lot of things that make sense.
Yeah.
You know, when he's on point.
Hmm.
Like that whole being a guy thing. Like I love that, like
Yeah.
being the macho back to men. It's lacking that sometimes,
Yeah.
like self-importance. Like men have like portrayed in the media as like not superior or stupid, or like the father figure is stupid in the house or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I think what he's doing is I like what he's doing in that front, like making young teenagers happy that they're who they are. But he says some stupid ass shit sometimes about like
Uh-huh.
women. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Or-
We won't get into it, but he says some
Yeah.
things that like, really,
Just
Andrew,
scratch your
like
head
you
and like,
like you just killed it for yourself. Like I love what you were talking about when you talked about all these things about life and the world, and he's a very smart dude. Like he is so
yeah.
smart. Like, it's just blah 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 blah, like this and that. But sometimes he says some stuff that's like just like Trump. He
Yeah.
sometimes says things like, "Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
geez,"
It's like, well, no one, everyone's different, like they'll say stuff that you agree, but sometimes they'll say stupid stuff too that, for them it's not stupid, but for us it's like, what is this?
Yeah,
But yeah.
part of being human, man. It's part of being
Yeah.
human.
Hmm.
Anyway, all right, bro. No, well, nice to meet you. And nice.
Well, yeah.
Thank you for coming on
Nice.
here.
Thank you for having me. Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
everybody in the
past 3
chat,
a.m. here.
thank you guys.
So,
That's a Nikon photographer. Just started out 6-7 months ago.
yep.
Let's all wish him good luck in his wedding next
Thank you.
month and
Like in the next few weeks, yeah. So yeah.
next few weeks. Have safe travels
Mm-hmm.
from Japan to Canada.
Yep.
You got a new prime minister there in Canada.
Yeah. No one likes him. No one likes
Oh,
him.
really?
No. Like everyone I talk to is like, why did we vote this guy in? Like he's like Trudeau. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we won't get into it. Some photographers
No.
just don't like when I speak politics.
I don't.
Although I
I
don't
actually don't care. Like for me, it's
like.
like it's yeah.
I don't see what I don't see what the big deal is. Like, why don't you like talking politics, right? People
Yeah.
like you can disagree with me. It's fine, man. Like, I'm not gonna get mad. Just people just
Yeah.
take it. I don't want to talk about it, bro, because I'll get
Yeah.
into it. Um,
Yeah.
but here we go. Carnival, Carney. Man, sorry, I don't know what that is. Do you? Carnival. Oh, are they talking to each other? Sorry, man. It's been a
Probably.
long morning. Got back from a very crazy workout session.
Mhm.
So, I'm gonna be sore
But
tomorrow.
wait, one question before we leave. Like, are you using like an actual like camera or like just a webcam for your
Oh,
stream?
I'm using the Nikon. I'm using a Nikon Z6.
Z6. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
using
not
the
good.
Z50. Yeah, it looks good. I'm using the Z50 with mine.
Oh, Z50, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm using
my main cam. Yeah.
I have that lens I just the lens I reviewed just recently, the
Hmm.
Astohori 27 mil on. It's a DX lens, but it's turns it into like a almost a 40. And yeah, the Z6 is shooting DX right now, but I have it plugged
Okay.
into the webcam utility
The
via
webcam
USB-C.
utility. Yeah.
Works flawless, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
And camera battery, man. Like when I'm webcamming, I turn the screen off because I don't need the screen being on.
Mhm.
This camera right here is older. It doesn't recharge internal. So with one full battery, I can pretty much go like 2.5 hours on a or maybe more. I turn the screen off. I turn every feature off, like the mic inputs. I turn all the everything off except autofocus. I leave autofocus on, and that's it. I mean, pretty much it's doing a good job. This lens and this camera. Oh, I like it.
Mm.
Um. So yeah. Yeah. Anyway, it's been a long morning.
Yeah.
It's 11:20 p.m. A.m. here, so it's
Oh,
almost noon.
yeah.
So
And
Nick,
the
keep
sun is
going,
still low.
bro.
Yeah,
Hopefully
thank
you
you, man.
don't. Hopefully you're new to the show, but hopefully this is not your last time. We'll see you back on here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll
We have a
definitely be on
conversation.
again
Oh,
if
to
I'm
be up
if
at
I'm
3 in the
awake.
morning though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. If I'm awake, I'll definitely join. So
Yeah, but then you can all rewatch it later when you wake up.
that is true too. Yeah.
So, hey man, thanks for being a watcher, a contributor, commenter on my channel,
Yeah.
subscriber. I appreciate it, man.
No worries, man. You do a good job with this, so
Thanks,
keep
man.
going.
I just
Yeah.
being myself, bro. I'm not
Yeah.
the most professional speaker. Sometimes I screw up the way I talk.
Uh-huh.
Things I say, like the other day, I was counting, like I was reviewing that lens, and instead of saying six $20 bills, I said five $20 bills
Uh-huh.
because of the price,
Yeah.
and I messed up. Right? Obviously, I edited it. It's over. I couldn't do anything about it, but
Mhm.
we mess up. I mess up all the time. Man. We're not
Yeah, it
perfect.
happens. Yeah, it happens. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So.
but also good luck on your weight loss journey. So
Oh yeah, just started that.
yeah,
I'm sore, bro. Like I said, man, I feel good though. I feel
yeah,
so
that's
good.
good.
Like there's no going back to that life, man. No way.
Hmm.
The next thing to go is smoking. But
Yeah.
that's hard. Man. That's I think dieting is easier than smoking, quitting cigarettes. I'm just so addicted to doing that. I just like it. I enjoy smoking. Like to
Hmm.
tell you the truth, I enjoy it. Like,
Uh-huh.
but it has, risks and
Yeah.
what in life doesn't have risks, right? Everything has risks. You go on the subway, you're a risk. You go on a flight, you're risk. You
Hmm.
driving is risk. Walking on the sidewalk, risk. But
Hmm.
I know, man. I know.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right,
Anyway,
guys.
all right.
See you guys next time. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, everybody in the comments. Bokehs Podcast, episode number 12 in the books. We'll see you next week, Thursday, 10 a.m. Time change, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you, guys. Rock and roll.
Bye.